It is now in the public domain that the City Boy movement, for which Cubana chief priest, Obi Cubana, and some other Igbo sons and daughters belongs to, have taken their gospel down to the southeastern part of Nigeria. A video clip started trending on the internet space where Cubana chief priest precisely was welcomed into his hometown in Owerri, and thereafter they proceeded to other locations, Nekede and some other institutions around, to advertise and convince the people what the City Boy movement is all about. In his own words, he claimed that it is not all about campaign or politics. The City Boy movement is all about empowerment. However, this is not going so well with a lot of Nigerians, especially the true sons and daughters of Igbo land, who started to ask, why then did this empowerment never happen earlier before now? Why then didn't the people, through good governance, experience empowerment, but experiencing it now, in quote, through campaigns because you joined City Boy movement? Well, make una watch that very video and we shall come back to do a little justice to that.
We are going to have fun today. Because I put the lead. Let me tell you something, this City Boy movement is all about empowerment. Well, I know me now, I don't go where something I cannot lose guard your people. Let I come put you on that song for nothing. God forbid. Anything when they will make us vex with we define, we will turn our back and I stand so firmly with my good friend Sheyi, and they have made me understand that Southeast must be taken care of. One place the price. I'll be coming to Naked maybe next week as a city boy. Make they understand say no be politics, so I won't come give you a receipt for that 300 people who I paid last year. And when I come, we will not do 300 students again. We don't pass that level. We're going to do 1,000 students. You is not small. A good guy. Okay? Now you will tell me when you want me to go. Yeah, they find people who get salary. I'm going to 1 million naira. I'm proud of you, my brother. Congratulations, man.
Finally, Adama Burugo, my wife. Cause when he read for my side, she there.
So, I wish everybody terminations to everywhere they're going to. The goal is simple. 4 plus 4. I will never mind. Thank you and God bless you.
Well, one thing that has remained very certain is that good governance and election campaigning for election are both driven by different interests in life. Spending heavily on campaign does not always amount to governing very well. Politicians always spend more in this part of the world, Africa, in Nigeria during elections, because they consider it as a business investment. They consider it as an investment to secure power. It is all about power grab, because they understand that the moment you win an election, you have access to state power. You have access to state resources. You have access to the collective resources of the people. So during elections, politicians can use both state, money as well as privately or individually funded, individual funds from donors and sponsors to convince the people or to confuse the people in this case, make a lot of bogus promises to the people, especially when they have succeeded. According to a book written by Deron and Robinson, Why Nation Fails, The Origin of Power, Poverty and Prosperity, or The Origin of Power, Prosperity and Poverty. You know what I mean? So the elite, the political elite often, uses the extractive institutions. What they do is very, very, understood when you are a critical thinker or when you understand the game. They concentrate wealth, in the hands of few individuals, few circle, and then turn around to use these few persons as machineries. Why concentrating this very wealth in the hands of a few individuals, they are also simultaneously impoverishing a larger majority of the people. You will see this more predominantly in the northern part of Nigeria, where a lot of Hausa Fulani persons are very poor, but their politicians are always very rich, living in affluence. So the politicians simultaneously impoverishes the people while making some few persons as their allies. They make them rich. Then during elections like this, they come back because they already succeeded in making the people poor. And then short-term succor or short-term incentive, like you hear Cubana Chief Priest saying in this video, it is all about empowerment. Short-term succor becomes an option for the poor people, such that even when you give them a sachet of gari, give them a motorcycle, give them food, give them cash, it becomes a very reliable option to them or for them because they are already poor mentally and financially. So many of you may also begin to wonder, how does the elite, the political elite, enrich their friends? Through so many means. Part of it could be over-bloated government contracts. Part of it could be allowing some of these persons in their circle to engage on illegal businesses like contraband goods, importation of arms and ammunitions, importation of drugs, hard drugs, doing all sorts of criminality, and then allowing them to perpetrate this ill within the society in order that they may become rich and richer and get ready for more sponsorships in subsequent elections. So this is what is happening in Nigeria. This is what is happening in Africa. You can never see it happening anywhere in the West because the West have already defeated all of these anomalies or all of these rascalities over time. Now, the bottom line will be, how much will the people whom the Cubana Chief Priest and the City Boy movement are trying to convince in this very section, how much will they, be able to convince all of them one at a time? Well, the resultant effect will be tested or will be proven during the presidential election. But the only thing I will say is this: if anybody brings money to you or brings some, gift, cash gift and all of that, take that money, receive that incentive, whatever it is. But you must satisfy your conscience. You must understand that we live in a country where rascality thrives. What they are giving you is what you should, by right, get as a Nigerian. So it is not a rocket science. It is not miraculous. They are not doing you favor. They are not being generous. They are doing this for the singular purpose of the election, just to win election, just to grab power, in order that they will impoverish you more, because whatever they are spending now, they will still want to recoup those money back. They will want to get the money back if they eventually win. So we will take our time to continue to educate Nigerians who do not understand the dynamics of political criminality and rascality we have in Nigeria, we have in Africa. It is very pathetic. So this is exactly what it's all about, to influence the people, to present an image to them that it is all about empowerment. Hope Uzodinma once told the IMO-lite that he was going to send 4,000 IMO people to overseas, to Canada, to United Kingdom, to United States of America. Tenure is almost over. We are yet to see how many IMO-lites that have been sent to overseas to get a job or to do whatever he may have promised them. So it is all about political rhetorics. It is all about spending, our collective resources, our collective, treasuries, and encouraging criminality by the elite. That is why you see all of these alignments going on today now. Alignment upon alignment. It is part of the strategy of the wicked political elite we have in Nigeria. Like I explained to you, so many of them will become more rich because the government of the day, the political elite, will aid their illegitimate businesses, their contraband goods businesses, their illegitimate, every type of criminality that they engage in or that they have been engaging in order to become more richer. The government of the day will give them an enabling environment. And then deluded Nigerians who claim to be Christians or Muslims will later come back to tell you to pray for Nigeria to survive. And some men who claim to be general overseers will continuously tell you that Nigeria is in God's hands. In God's hands, indeed. Well, at this point, we will all live to see how it all ends. Come 20th of February, 2027. As the Lord lives, we shall tell the story. At this point, I'll allow you guys to be the judge. Don't forget to let me know what you think in the comment section and share this video. May another person see him. God bless you.